Yes, he's mine. He's mine. Yes, he's mine. Everybody just shout. We give you Oh, I tell you what, how many of you got to admit God has blessed us beyond what we deserve? You know, we could find an excuse to just quit tonight and go home. But I feel like we ought to beat up on the devil just a little bit. How many of you want that? Clap your hands. I'm going to welcome the worship team to go back to their seats. Give them a great big hand. Are they amazing? Sometimes the Holy Spirit plans things that you can't possibly plan. When I was talking about the identity that God gave Jacob, changed his identity from Jacob to Israel, for you have triumphed with God. I forgot that part of that song that says, I am who I am because the I am says. You know? And it's not just that. Are you going to send him who he says you are. So I have one more thing to say before we begin to pray for the sick. But I need this gentleman right here in the light blue. You've got a lanyard on. You need to help me. Because God told me something about you. Is it all right if I share it in front of all these people? No, that would never work that way. I'm going to tell you that you love people and that you love to pray for people.
Bless him, Lord, bless him, Jesus.
So I want you to stand up for a moment, put your hands out like this. I want all you to watch. I've not had the privilege of meeting this man, but God told me he's a good man.
Bless him, Jesus.
Healing is in your hand. Healing. Now I want you to hold steady. Everybody look at me. Sir, you're in the third row on the aisle. You have your hands out like this. Is this lovely lady beside you? Is she with you? You're a blessed man. Would you have her stand? Both of you stand. Would you come out to the aisle? When I tell you to, sir, this man is going to put his hands on you, on your shoulders. And you're going to be healed. Because you're scheduled for a procedure that you're not going to need. And when God heals you, that moment when God heals you, you're going to be able to walk without pain, without dizziness. And I want you to understand that I cannot heal you. I'm all the way over here. This man can't heal you, but God's going to use it. But I want you, sir, to never forget. You give him all the glory.
Yes.
And believe it or not, even though you look like an athlete, you look healthy, you're receiving a similar healing to her.
Thank you, Lord.
It's going to affect your spine, your legs, rib cage. It's kind of scary, isn't it? I'm pretty scared. But what's going to happen is the healing that you need because of a serious injury that you had. When you put your hand on her shoulder, not yet. When you do, the power of God's going to flow through your arm into her body. And I'm going to tell you everything you're going to be healed of. Then it's going to flow back into you. Straighten the lower, the hips, sir, knees.
My God, thank you.
Something in the rib cage. You're nodding your head at me, yes, because it's all true. Wave your hand at the people to give God the glory. Is it true? Every bit of it. Wave your hand. Everything I said is true. My dear, you've been in terrible pain. Terrible pain. In your feet, your hip, stomach. Am I right?
Yes, sir. Jesus.
You can't sleep through the night. You cannot. This terrible pain you've been in. They've given you this medicine, this medicine, this medicine. Nothing touches this pain. It's in your hands. It's in your neck and your jaw. I want no one in this room to ever forget this moment. You can never say that you have not seen a miracle. You can never say that the works of Jesus have stopped and they don't happen today. Your eyes, you have terrible pain behind your eyes. You have pain in the jaw. It's all through your body. Sir, take your left hand, touch her on her shoulder. It's going through your feet right now. And I want you to look at me. Start doing this. Now, step away from her because she's dangerous right now. Let me see you lift your knees a little more. Uh-oh. Start walking in the name of Jesus. Start walking right across here. Oh, sir, come on with her. Come on with her. Somebody give God the glory right now. Turn right around. He's with you. See, you're not going to fall down. Somebody clap your hands and give God the glory. The pain is gone. I can't waste any time. I can't waste any time. Thank God for this woman's healing right now. I want all of you to look this way. I want all of you to look this way. Say this after me. This poor man cried to the Lord, and the Lord heard him and delivered him from all of his trouble. I want Jesus. You know, whoever sat next to her was a genius. Here, you can do whatever you want. You can do whatever you want. If you want to run, you want to jump, whatever you want to do, it's up to you. And you stay there and dance. I'm going to let her do whatever she wants. Bob, did we ever say goodbye to the live stream? We did. I hope not too soon. All right. I need to read one more verse. Then we're going to do a mass prayer of healing in this room.
My God, sir.
Go back to Jacob for a second. Look me in the eye. Go back to Jacob for a second. Say, Mara, why are you taking so much time tonight? Because I'm laying a foundation for a permanent revival in Bakersfield, California. I'm telling you, how many of you believe that revival has come? How many of you believe it's here? It's not coming, it's here. So, I'll be quick. I'll take as little time as possible. Jacob felt God's presence, and it made him literally reach critical mass where he could not stop. He had to grab a hold of God. And the Bible tells us that God blessed him. You know, the same thing happened in the New Testament. It says in Mark 10, verse 46, when they came to Jericho, as he went out of Jericho with his disciples and a great multitude, blind Bartimaeus sat by the road begging. And when he heard that Jesus it was Jesus, he began to cry out. The same thing that happened to Jacob happened to Bartimaeus. One for identity, the other for his sight. We have gotten too sophisticated in America. In Africa, they'll carry the sick for 3 days to a healing crusade. For us, it becomes a matter of we'll make an attempt at healing. We'll do something. We don't want it to be sloppy or raw or take a great deal of time. But there were, in early Pentecost, there were pioneers like Smith Wigglesworth, William Branham, who understood the authority of God, and they would wade into cringy, uncomfortable moments. I know a lot of you were on edge when that lady first began to walk, as if I had taken leave of my senses. No, I haven't left my senses, I've come to them. And I want to tell you what we've got to do right now. We've got to restore crying out to God. We've got to have in the church prayer services where people cry out to God. I don't know who popularized soaking, but I don't soak in the presence of God. I'm too busy saying, God, get the devil's hand off of America. I'm not here for a soothing moment. I don't need warm oil. I don't need a day spa for Christ. What I need is the raw moving of the power of God. So I'm going to experiment with you. As he went out of Jericho, the disciples came, and when he heard that it was Jesus, verse 47, when he heard that it was Jesus, he began to cry out and say, Jesus, son of David, have mercy on me. He was doing what Jacob did, but he was doing it vocally. He's crying out to God. He's saying, I've got this moment. You're over there. You're on your way here. Soon you're going to be out of my voice. You won't be able to hear me anymore. I've got this moment. I've got this moment right now. And Jesus is passing this way. And I don't want to be sick anymore. And I'm not going to sit and beg by this road. I'm not supposed to be begging it. I have got to have a miracle. Somebody help me. Say amen. How many of you need a miracle? Raise your hand. How many of you need a miracle? Many of you in this room are sick, but you're not sick of being sick. And I have compassion on you. I've had terrible illnesses in my life. I had a time where my spine went out. I was on my back for 4 months in the height of my ministry. And the devil said, you will never walk again. So I had my wife to print out Bible verses on healing and paste them to every wall in the room. I had to stay in a downstairs bedroom because I couldn't walk upstairs. So every night, I fed on the word. I told the devil he's a liar. I said, I'm going to walk. I'm going to be healed. That day is coming. I'll tell you the rest of that story, how God healed me on another occasion. And when he heard it was Jesus, put your hand in your heart. Say, it is Jesus. It is Jesus. Right down here. Look at me, dear. You're wearing a red top. Your hand is on your chest. Yes, don't look. It's you. Yes. You're being healed right now. Would you stand for a moment? How long have you waited for this miracle? That's when it happened. It was 10 years ago. Since then, it's been one medical miscalculation after another. Like the woman in the Bible, you have suffered many things at the hands of doctors. Now, you're being healed. Is anyone here with you? Is anyone here with you? Stand up, please, if you're with her. Thank you. Put your hand on her spine. I wasn't talking about this by accident. I wasn't telling you about me by accident. You're being healed by the power of God right now. Every last bit of pain and disease is leaving your body. You know what? I'm going to tell you, in the name of Jesus, the power is falling all over the house. I got to put this away. Raise your hand.